Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. You should totally stick around my channel and subscribe. Puns are fun.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how.
What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your MattOshea melodic and your local league format enthusiast. Today I've got a bit of a shorter list video for you all, but it's one that has been on my list for a long time and it's finally time that I'm making it. Today we're talking about a move that has a lot of importance in the game of Pokemon, or should I say a lot of importance on a particular stat in Pokemon. That move is Sticky Web. If you didn't know, Sticky Web is a type of entry hazard available in Pokemon since the 6th generation. That is X and Y for you guys. It's a status and bug type move that coats your opponent's side of the field in a web. That web reduces the speed of Pokemon that are sent into battle by one stage. The catch is, the Pokemon must be grounded and must have an ability that allows for its stat to be lowered. So for example, a Registeel with Clear Body won't have its speed lowered, neither will a Pokemon like Uxie which has Levitate, or any flying type Pokemon. There are also Pokemon like Superior with abilities like Contrary. Contrary makes the stat change in a Pokemon do the opposite of what they should do, meaning if Superior is sent into battle on Sticky Webs, it will gain one stage in speed instead of losing one stage. Pokemon with abilities like Competitive or Defiant raise other stats if one is lowered. This means you should be careful when using Sticky Webs or not. In Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Sticky Web was made more popular. Currently there are 10 species of Pokemon that learn Sticky Webs, an increase from the 7 that learned it in the previous games. Those 10 species are Ariados, Shuckle, Masquerain, Kricketune, Leavanny, Galvantula, Slurpuff, Ribombee, Araquanid, and Smeargle. For the sake of this video, I'm going to eliminate Smeargle from the competition because it doesn't learn it naturally. Other than that though, we have an interesting cast of characters with only one non-bug type, that is Slurpuff. Here are some criteria that I use to determine where I rank these Pokemon in terms of the best Sticky Web users in the game. Number 1. How effective are you at getting Sticky Web up on your opponent's side of the field? Number 2. Do your stats help or hinder your ability to get up webs? Number 3. What can you do outside of set Sticky Webs? Number 4. Is Sticky Web the only reason you were drafted? And number 5, how valuable are you for your tier? Anyways, that's a long enough prelude, so don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to become a member of the Ocean. And let's get into the top 5 Sticky Web users in the League format. Number 5, Masquerain. Masquerain is a very undervalued Pokemon. It's usually in tier 5 of most tier drafts, and this Pokemon is a threat. Believe me, 80 base speed is quick enough so that webs can be up before some taunt users can make a move. Obviously its defensive splits are atrocious with base 70, 62, and 82, but with 100 base special attack, Sticky Web is not the only option it has. Masquerain is one of 13 Pokemon that have access to Quiver Dance, which is arguably the best setup move in all of Pokemon. Having a move that increases your special attack, special defense, and speed, alongside powerful offensive moves like Bug Buzz, Air Slash, Energy Ball, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball can be very threatening. I bring that up because most opponents underestimate this strange little bug and think all it does is set up webs, and therefore prep in one specific way, completely ignoring the Quiver Dance set. Its defensive stats are terrible, and its typing defensively is horrible too, being 4 times weak to rock moves. But Intimidate makes up for that because it's one of the best abilities there are. It also has access to Defog and other support options like Tailwind, U-Turn, Roost, Stun Spore, and Whirlwind. Is this Pokemon going to carry you to wins every week? No, but it can break holes and support your team very effectively, and for a tier 5 Pokemon, that's clearly more than we asked for. Number 4, Araquanid. If you saw my top 10 most valuable Pokemon video, link is in the description, you know why I'm so high on Araquanid. Its defensive splits aren't too shabby with 68, 92, and 132. Unfortunately, it's so slow, with only base 42 speed, meaning it's super susceptible to taunt. It's also limited offensively, with moves like Liquidation, Lunge, Leech Life, Poison Jab, Crunch, and Mirror Coat being its main offensive options. It can't make my top 3 because its 2 most popular sets are Choice Banded and Assault Vest, and you're very unlikely to run Sticky Web on either of those sets. Meanwhile, you can throw Sticky Webs on pretty much any Masquerain set since it likely won't be locked into a move. I will say this is one of the few Sticky Web users that doesn't pretty much sacrifice itself just to get up hazards. It's bulky enough to take a few hits and hit hard back too. I'm a big fan of this Pokemon as a water type, and as a Pokemon it provides a lot of value depending on the tier it's in, but the other Pokemon who use webs just do it slightly better. Number 3, Galvantula.
Wait, did Matt just say Galvantula isn't number 1?
Why, yes I did, and it doesn't deserve to be number 1 either. Galvantula provides really nothing else outside of webs. Yeah, it gets Volt Switch, but at base 97 special attack, it's not hitting that hard, especially without any forms of setup. This Pokemon is what I would call a budget electric type and a filler Pokemon. It's rarely brought without Focus Sash and Sticky Web. When it is brought without those two, it's usually Life Orb or Scarf. It's a Pursuit Trapper I guess and has Priority Sucker Punch, but its attack is 77. I personally think it needs more coverage and better defensive splits than 70, 60, 60 to do as much work as we want it to. I do like the typing from an offensive perspective, but for an electric spider Pokemon, it should be faster and more powerful offensively. Throughout my experience in the Draft League format, I've come to the conclusion that this Pokemon is very overrated and there's nothing you can do to change that. Number 2, Slurpuff. When I first came up with this idea to make this list, Slurpuff was number 5, but I've done my research and oh boy am I not regretting moving the others down for Slurpuff's ascension. I'm using this Pokemon in the WPL and I'm having a blast with it. There are a lot of options for this Pokemon that can make it not only just a Sticky Web user. It's higher up on the list than the others because it's a pure Fairy type, one of the best typings there are in the format. Its stats really aren't impressive, but it has moves that can take advantage of them well. If your opponent is worried about Sticky Webs, they likely under-prep for the Belly Drum or Calm Mind Slurpuff. It has great support options with Heal Bell, Wish, and Yawn. I will say that an advantage that Sluruff has over other Sticky Web users is that if you knock it down to its focus sash, Unburden will activate, doubling its speed. This means that you'll likely fire off a big hit on your opponent before they can knock you out, or you could always click Endeavor, which is a very cool tech move that I like to run. The mind games you can play with this Pokemon are endless, and they really allow you to gain advantages over your opponents. Here we are at the number 1 slot. Number 1, Ribombee. Yes, here it is, this bee that so many people love. I went on record saying that this Pokemon wouldn't be good when it was first announced. And after using it in the past few weeks in the P4G Next Generation, I can confidently say I was wrong. This Pokemon is terrific, not only as a Sticky Web user, but also with its other options. Let's take a look at its stats first. 124 speed makes it the fastest Sticky Web user out there. 95 special attack isn't the best, but it has access to the same great move that Masquerain has access to, Quiver Dance. Defensively it's worse than Galvantula because when you look at its stats, 60, 60, 70 really aren't impressive. But Quiver Dance raises the special defense of the Pokemon, and you have Recovery and Roost. You have access to Defog to support your team too. It may have a limited number of powerful moves in Moonblast, Bug Buzz, Psychic, and Energy Ball. Other than that, you're just using Hidden Power Fire, but they hit hard nonetheless, whether you're at +1 or +2. It also has Trick, which is a nice niche in the format. Its abilities aren't as good as Slurpuffs, Arachnids, or even Masquerains, but Shield Dust makes you immune to secondary effects of moves, like stat drops or even status afflictions, while Sweet Veil makes it so you can't be put to sleep. My perception of this Pokemon has changed drastically since November 2016, and I think once you try it in the format, yours will too. Anyways, do you agree with my list? Were there any Sticky Web users I forgot to mention, or that you would have in your top 5? I'd love to hear what your top 5 is, so comment it down below. Also, I'm planning on making this something I do consistently, so there's a straw poll link in the description which will let you vote on the next top 5 move users I'll make. Quiver Dance, Toxic Spikes, and Leech Seed are your options for now. If you want me to cover another move, let me know in the comment section too. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to join the ocean. I guarantee you'll enjoy my content. If you want to see other list videos, check out the videos on your screen right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.